Capricorn, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for mid to late July 2023. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes into energy and see what's going on for the lovely Cappies out there. I hope you're all doing fabulous and fantastic, my friends. Let's shuffle it up one time. See what we got for you this week, my guides. Talk to me. What's up with Capricorn? And yeah, we're going to take a real quick look at this first card, then we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. But enough of all that. Let's get it popping. Let's get it rocking. What do we got for Capricorn here, please? My God, it's nice and quick. There it is. Popping out fast. Okay, so there is some sort of aspect of time. You see this woman with the hourglass. I always find this as a very interesting way to start off because there's a lot of little sub messages that we could take with this card. Now, before we fully dive into it, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the July subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know, I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading, let's talk about it. So we see this lovely lady, she's standing there with the hourglass in her hand. Classically, in symbolism, when we see the hourglass with the sands dripping through, it does speak about the elapse of time. Now, time is a very interesting topic to look at in a metaphysical sense. A lot of people say time is an illusion, but I always like to say in a reading, this could represent the effects that time is having on the current situations you're going through now. Whether you're dealing with something from the past, whether you're waiting, whether time seems to be moving very, very quick. I always feel like it plays a big effect. Now, it does affect everyone differently. Some people feel like time is like going quick, and the more time that passes, the quicker it moves. You might be one of those individuals. Others might feel like things are dragging. I've been waiting forever. So maybe it's just a matter of time. That's a big thing with this card as well. So it's very interesting. I always say that first card, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a footnote. So we'll put her over there. Let's get into tarot now. I'm going to shuffle it up one time, get you 3 cards in the upright before we get that intuitive juiciness going. So let's see what we got here for you, Capricorn, mid to late July. And while we get the deck ready, I just want to let everyone know we're going to be passing a pretty big milestone here. Our community will be hitting 100,000 very, very soon. So please keep your eyes open for a poll. I'd like to celebrate it with you guys. But enough of all that. Now let's move into the reading here. Last week's reading was titled They Are Mad. And the reason it was titled that, it was all over the reading that somebody you're connected to might be in their feelings a little bit. For a portion of you Capricorns out there, maybe you're a little grumpy, a little disgruntled last week. So we're going to see what we have for you now. You know, energy is very fluid, never set in stone. So only take this how it hits for you, because we might be seeing your vibe or someone else. So let's get it going here. Let's get 3 for Capricorn, please. Thank you. All right, that's a really good way to start. We're starting with some action. This is a very giving type of card and energy. Love me, the 6 of Pentacles, especially in the beginning position. Charitable, giving. There's a lot of good energies that are connected with that. Could be even a little karmic because it has the scales, but we'll get there. Could be equality. Let's get 2 more here for you. Yeah, now the deck is being specific. Here we go. All right, we got the 7 of Swords here. Okay, that changes the complexion here, my friends, but we're not going to throw that out just yet. But that is a card that could be a little bit of a red flag that we're going to need to take a look at. Let's get one more. 10 of Wands. Interesting. So this could be various different things or one situation that's a burdensome type of energy. I'm already seeing that there could possibly be someone you're connected to that's feeling some sort of sense of guilt. But let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, and we'll get into that juicy intuitive stuff. Now, at first look, first glance, obviously I noticed that we have several different elements. We got earth, we got air, we have fire. So this could be different areas of life, different focuses, or just different aspects of one big situation. But let's go through one by one. Obviously, the most positive card on its face is this 6 of Pentacles. When I see it, it's a card of equality. It's a card of making things right, things being even. I always say this is similar to Libra energy, even though it's earthy. Because of the scales, it could represent karma, like making things right, paying a karmic debt, karmic lessons and such, but we need to clarify for that. But generally, when I see this card, it is a very giving, loving type of energy, so there might be something you're giving a lot of your energy to. There might be someone or something in the past you gave a ton of your energy and focus to. Obviously, with the Pentacles, it could speak about business and financial matters. This card often shows up when we look at gift giving as well. So whether you're giving or receiving gifts. So we'll need to see what's up, especially when we have the next two following cards, possibly wanting to make something right, or karmic archetypes next to the Seven of Swords. Now, right in the center, we have this guy. Gets a bit of a bad reputation, and for good reason. Like I said, this could be a red flag type of card. The Seven of Swords, to me, in its roughest sense, could represent lies. It could represent sneaky people, thieves, things like that. So next to the Six of Pentacles, watch your money. Make sure that there's nobody like trying to take advantage of your kindness, stuff like that. The Seven of Swords, in its more positive sense, could just represent something that's outside of your view, something you don't quite see just yet. So it could be something surprising or unexpected here. So we'll just have to see when we get to the clarification point. But when I see the Seven of Swords, I always say, watch the company you keep. This could be a warning from Spirit about specific individuals. Now, moving to the very back end, we have the Ten of Wands. This is an extremely dynamic type of energy, a dynamic type of card when I look at its vibes. You see the imagery there, the person carrying that big bundle of sticks. In its positive, it could be someone with a lot of determination. There's no quit in this individual. They're going to keep going. They're going to keep pushing. They're going to keep moving. No matter what, nothing is going to stop them. But this is a bit of a heavy type of energy, like someone could have a big burden, whether mental, emotional, spiritual. There's something weighing on someone here. Always make sure you're taking care of your physical health and vitality with this card. Make sure you're getting proper rest. You're not overexerting yourself. I say physically, specifically, watch out for your neck, back, and spine. You might be a little achy. You might need a little rub down, my Capricorn friends, when this card shows up. But in the sense that I was speaking about, the fact that it's next to a card like the Seven of Swords, this could be somebody that is having feelings of guilt. I'm already seeing that right here in the front. And notice, let's look how the elements play before we move forward. Earth is kind of like out here on an island. The fire and air always mix together, in my opinion, like in a combustible way, which could be positive or it could be volatile. So there is a little bit of volatility here, and this could be a warning from Spirit about the company you keep for sure. But I really want to dive deeper on all of it. Let's jump in and clarify. All right, let's get a good shuffle here for you, Capricorn. Let's see what's going on. Our guides and Spirit team, what do we got for Cappy? And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that Six of Pentacles. What's this giving energy about? And yes, if you're a reader, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages that you want to give to Capricorn, you could drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. So why is that Six of Pentacles here? Please. Thank you. Page of Swords. Yeah, this could be somebody like waiting in the wings, waiting on something to be made right. And it is giving me, like, seriously, before we even get over to the Seven of Swords, the Page of Swords is the watcher. So there could be someone with their eyes on you. There could be someone like eyeing you up in some sort of way with this. Now, a portion of you, the Page of Swords, could just represent an air sign that you're connected to. Very simple. Or someone younger or younger tendencies. But all pages are communicators. I'm possibly getting like a slick talker type of energy here. Like somebody wanting something from you is a vibe I'm picking up. So when I see it here connected with this Six of Pentacles, like there might be somebody like just watching you, analyzing you. And I'm not saying that to be a fear monger. Like, we're all under other people's radars in one form or another, right? Like whether it be at work, whether it's personal relationships, people pay attention to what's going on. And I am picking that up here. Depending on what shows up here under the Seven of Swords could be really big, even with the Ten of Wands on the back end, because this might be a big warning that somebody might have something in the works. Okay, and I don't like to go worst case scenario, I really don't. But this does tell me that you have someone's attention. Okay, you're on someone's radar here on the front end. And they might perceive you as a very giving type of individual, very kind. Just, I would watch out for this energy. I don't completely trust it 100%. I'll just leave it at that. I don't want to dive too deep on it. It is what it is. Let's keep moving. For a portion of you, if you're connected to an air sign, this could even be a good thing. This could talk about things balancing out. So you see what I mean when I talk about how tarot is very subjective. I'm just giving you my intuitive vibes. that like someone could be watching or you're on someone's radar, simply. So let's see what's up with that Seven of Swords. Really want to get over to that Ten of Wands as well. So Seven of Swords here, please. Thank you. Two of Cups. Okay. And this, for a lot of you, whoever it is I'm talking about, there's some history there. We have the Two of Cups. I feel like this is either really good or a really big warning from Spirit. Like, I don't feel like there's much in between here. The Two of Cups does talk about partnerships, those that we have a soul connection with, a soul vibe with. Now, for a portion of you, maybe there is somebody that really wants to offer you something, that wants to connect with you and come into your life in a big way. That, I would say that's the positive. You might not just see it yet. It might be just out of your field of view or coming down the pipeline. So for some of you, this Two of Cups soul connection energy could be right around the corner, if we're talking in a love sense. But this also, when I see it under the Seven of Swords, it's telling me that it's someone you might possibly know that Spirit's trying to warn you about, someone that you're connected with that you might want to beware of their motives or beware of how they're acting. Like, you might be noticing certain people moving in funky ways in this time. Okay, that's a vibe I'm picking up here. And Capricorn, I'm just giving it to you how I'm feeling it. I'm trying my best not to be too down in the dumps, but that's the main vibe. Like, watch the company you keep, and you might really notice somebody moving a little funky, or just there's something off about their ways, something off about their vibe. So beware of this person, literally. We're going to keep moving on to the Ten of Wands. Okay. And this could also be somebody like hiding something specifically from you. I don't want to get too deep in that hole, but I think you're picking up what I'm putting down. Let's go in on that Ten of Wands, then we'll do a quick recap before we get into the shadow card. And remember, if none of this hits for you, that's totally cool. You can check your other alignments, but like, it is telling me that there's someone on the radar here. Let's see what's up with that Ten of Wands, please. Thank you. Three of Pentacles. Yeah, this is someone overworking a little bit too much. This could be someone really trying to distract themselves with work, with tasks. A lot of hustle here, a lot of determination on the back end with the Three of Pentacles. Now, this could also be highlighting someone you're connected to through work, or some sort of multi-people, multi-work type of situation with the Three of Pentacles. I feel like this could be a completely separate situation, and this on the back end, Spirit could be really asking you to take it easy. Don't carry all the weight. I feel for a lot of you in the workspace or in regards to money and finances, you might put a lot of the burden on your own shoulders, a lot of the worry, a lot of the figuring it out, dotting I's, crossing the T's, making sure things are balanced, making sure things are good. So in this time, Spirit might be asking you just like step back and take a break. Don't stress the money. Don't overwork yourself. Okay, that's a big vibe. Now, it is important to have a good work ethic and be diligent, all that. I totally believe that. But this Three of Pentacles with the Ten of Wands, once again, is either highlighting somebody that you could be connected to via work or have met in work, or it's just really a warning against really over depleting yourself. You might need a rest. You might need some sort of vacation. You might need to step back off the map for a moment. That's just the vibe I'm feeling. So let's go through and do a quick little recap here, Capricorn. Interesting stuff. Couple little warnings here that we might want to heed. But if you kindly look in the box, position number 1, we have the Six of Pentacles with the Page of Swords in the upright. And I did say if you're connected to an air sign, that could be good. Things coming into balance, which would be nice. But for a vast majority of you, I do feel like someone might be watching you, or you might be on someone's radar where they're clocking you for whatever reason. I'm not saying that they're casing you and trying to like get the better of you in any type of way, but there is somebody on the radar here with this front end. Moving to the center, we have the Seven of Swords with the Two of Cups in the upright. Speaking about a possible soul connection, the positive message for a lot of you, there might be a soul connection that's coming in for you. That's like right on the outside, about to come in, which would be positive. But for another portion of you, that's Spirit really warning you about some sort of soul connection or someone you have history with. Big vibe. So beware of certain individuals. You might be noticing them moving a little funny, moving a little funky. On the back end, we have the Ten of Wands with the Three of Pentacles in the upright, connections to the workspace. For a lot of you, I do feel like this is Spirit asking you to like really take a break, step back. Don't wear so much of a burden on yourself. It's good to be diligent, but don't overstress yourself, overwork yourself into the ground. A lot of you might need to just get into hermit mode, take a step back, get a little vacation. And so please take a screenshot of that, Capricorn. I'm going to get you a shadow card. Interesting reading. Lots of stuff happening here. Very mixed in regards to elements here. So let's see what's going on in the shadows. I'm using the Shadowland Tarot for this portion as usual. So let's see what's up. What's in the shadows for Capricorn, please? Whether it's a shadow within yourself or something you don't quite see just yet, I always like to pull this at the end of every spread. It's like a nice little cherry on top. So what do we got here? Five of Pentacles. Yeah, somebody possibly on the outside looking in. And I'm getting these same vibes that I was picking up here in the front end. And you'll see when you see this up close. Let me put it under the screen for you. Five of Pentacles. And you see in this rendition, we have a little Sasquatch looking over at this group of people, right? He's chilling, he's watching. Generally, this card could talk about somebody who, one, has abandonment issues. So maybe for some of you, things like that could be flaring up in this time, could be feelings of loneliness or isolation when this card shows up. But notice, our good friend, the Sasquatch, the Sabe, is looking over at that group of people. So I still want to reiterate that to a lot of you, that you might be on someone's radar in this time for whatever reason, good, bad, or indifferent. But there might be things bubbling up to the surface in this time that are in regards to someone possibly feeling lonely or abandoned. So we're just going to leave it at that. We're not really going to pile on that message. It is what it is, right? But yeah, Capricorn, that's what I have for you this week, my friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the July subscriber surprise. If you got your name in for the June subscriber surprise, the winners will be announced in my community tab after this week's fire and air signs readings. But for July, I'll be giving away 2 copies of the Everyday Witches Tarot. Once again, one of my favorite decks and one of the first ones I ever gave away on this channel. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, 2 simple things as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed, which I'm sure you already are. And second, let me know down in the comments, out of all the tarot suits, which one has your favorite art style? Is it the swords, wands, pentacles, cups, even the major arcana? You'll be entered to win. And at the end of July, I'll put the winners in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love, and I'll see you soon.